Hey, this is Ksenia, and welcome to Draw to Grow channel, where I passionately explore how art can transform, heal, and inspire growth. So today's topic is neurographic art. I've done so much of it. I'm a certified specialist in neurographic art, and I can share my honest experience with you. So, what is neurographic art? Neurographic art is a transformational drawing practice created by a Russian architect, coach, and psychologist Pavel Piskarev in 2014. The neurographic comes from neuro as neurons and graphic from visual. So the official theory claims that through drawing lines in a challenging way, not just lines but shapes too, we activate some parts in our brain. We rewire our brain, create our new neuron connections, and kickstart the changes in our real life. Now, is this true? Is it backed up by science? Let's find out. Straight away, I want to answer a question. Is neurographic art an art therapy? No, neurographic art is not an art therapy. It's not a Untangle. It's not really a mindful drawing, although I call it that just so I can attract people, because this is what majority of people calls it. I see a lot of videos on YouTube, people doing just random lines, some color, sometimes even some decorations, which is completely wrong and which is not why neurographic art was created. I love art therapy, I love therapeutic arts, they're amazing, but they're completely different. Other practices are made to give you this connection with yourself, and as a result, give you a state of peace and calm. Now, neurographic art is not about calm and it's not about peace. It's about the energy, the desire to go and change your world straight away, to grow, to be brave, to go for it. Now, I'm a very open minded person and I'm a deep thinker, but I also have a strong logical mind. So when I came across neurographic art for the first time, I was a bit like, oh, does it deliver the promise? Is it actually scientifically based? Can somebody tell me that yes, 100% it's worked. This is how it works in our brain. Now the truth is, there is some research done on the founder's brain. So it's official, it's scientific, it's made in a university setting and stuff like that. The findings were that after the drawing and during the drawing, some parts of the brain, I don't know which ones, are activated and become almost like pulsating. So the whole attention goes to some parts of our brain. So it's definitely changing, well, not changing, it's definitely activating different parts of brain. Amazing. Does it activate our brain in a way that we feel different? Yes. Does it actually create new neuron connection? It's not proved, but after doing over 100 of drawings, I must say that it does work. I had private online sessions, still haven't, by the way, if you're interested, find the link below, and group sessions and team building events. And it's fascinating to see the changes in me, in other people, and see how neurographic art actually works. And today I want you to stay open-minded and allow a little bit of magic to happen to you. Enough talking, let's crack on to the actual drawing. So I'm gonna start with introducing you what's called neurographic line. So for the first exercise, you'll just need a piece of paper, A4 or smaller or slightly bigger, and a black permanent marker. Now, Sharpie is okay. I do like Sharpie, but I have a selection of other tools you can use. And please let me know in comments if you want me to explore materials a bit more. But yeah, let's crack on and get on to our neurographic line. Let's start with what neurographic line is not. So if we draw something like that, which is very intuitive and doesn't require much of brain activity, it's like this wavy line. As you can see, it's very repetitive. And when I was drawing this, there was like purely automatic drawing, which is not what we want, because I haven't mentioned this, but in neurographic, everything is a metaphor. So this sort of drawing that comes to you super easy without much thinking and looks very repetitive is our existing patterns of thinking, of feeling, of doing some actions in life. This is the same road to your work. This is the same way you're stuck in your pain. This is the same way you express love, which is not a bad thing, but yeah, it's basically our thought and feeling and actions patterns. In Neurographic, our goal is to actually get out of this and create something like this. And that brings us to the first rule of Fight Club, sorry, Neurographic Club, that the line goes where we don't expect it to go. For example, we need to go from here to somewhere here. We're not thinking where exactly it's going to go, where it's going to end. We just know that the line will eventually get there. Again, a great metaphor for life. So we start drawing the line, but instead of going to directions that our hand wants to go, we are going to the unexpected ways. So for example, if I start the line like this, I'm very conscious about every second I spend in here. And suddenly my hand feels like going here. Maybe I'll go here instead. So if I want to go down now, I'll go up. I'll challenge myself. Now, if I want to go down again, I'll go a little bit up. And again up because I want to go down. And now completely surprise myself. Let's try it again. I'm going to start drawing and I will make sure my hand goes in a way that it doesn't want to go originally. And by the way, it doesn't mean that, let's say if I want to go here, we need to go opposite. No, it can go like a little bit here. So it can, the main thing, it has to be challenging enough and surprising. You should not release your mind right now and just let it go. It's the opposite of intuitive drawing. I'm going to draw another line like that. As you can see, there are things like that which are wrong. I wasn't supposed to do this. Means it's just because I'm very conscious and I'm filming the video and I'm thinking a bit too much about it. But anyway, this is our neurographic lines. Some people say they remind of the cloud outlines, of the mountain outlines, something in nature basically, because we are inspired by nature here, where nature doesn't have any repetitive, any things that exactly alike. So even if two leaves on the tree are similar, they're not exactly the same. The main goal is to show to our brain that we're used to thinking this way. Let's say I can't find a partner that would respect me, and I keep finding the wrong partners all the time. Instead, I'm activating parts of my brain that start seeing new opportunities, start seeing, having a new take on the same situation. So this is it. What we are going to do now is, in neurographic art, when we have two lines crossing each other like that, it could be a shape on top, it could cross the lines too. But every time we create angles, here, 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 lots of angles, we need to round them. I'm going to show you how to do that. So we just created almost like half moons. And extending a little bit that, oh, extending a little bit if it feels right, but then I'm rounding here already. I don't love how not smooth that is. So you don't have to do it, but it's more satisfying doing that way, just to draw on top of the line a little bit too. So now we are rounding our corners. And whilst we're doing this, you can already start doing that. By the way, my favorite practice is actually doing something like round two of them together. I'm just very time efficient person. I'm always trying to save time and things. Yeah, so this is how we round our corners. Please practice it as well before you move to an actual neurographic drawing. But basically, as you can see, And as you could already probably have guessed, this looks pretty much the same as brain neurons, at least from what we saw on all these scientific findings, how it may look like. And the theory of neurographic is that since this is an intentional drawing, everything we're doing here is an intention. So I have to mention, every time we draw neurographic, we're drawing on a particular topic. So we wouldn't be just drawing random lines in neurographic. Let's say a topic of finding the wrong partner's relationship, right? So we would be drawing on the topic, and each line would represent our subconscious idea about it, feeling about it, and thought, for example. And the cross between two lines represents conflict, because let's say you want to find love, to find somebody who would respect you, who would give you love, and who would be your best friend. At the same time, let's say this line that says, I would love to find that partner. And the same time, this line would be, but you know what, I love drama. I'm still in the part in my life where I need drama. So how come those two can coexist? They can't. So as a metaphor, again, we connecting everything together. One of my favorite expressions in life is everything is connected, because some people, not all of them, are able to see how things that are not originally meant to be connected with each other are actually connected. Like everything brings you to everything. One action can bring you somewhere in a new place, let's say. Your past experience from your childhood replays the experience in your present life and ask you to heal that part of yourself. So by doing by rounding all the corners, all the angles, we are telling ourselves that everything is connected. We are okay with different thoughts coexisting together, even if they're conflicting, and we're telling our brain that there should be a solution that will befriend those thoughts or emotions. There should be some sort of harmony in us eventually that would solve our problem, and that conflict would not exist anymore. But at the moment, yeah, we're just connecting everything and recreating the feeling that everything in our universe is connected with each other. A little ripple somewhere creates a big wave. Thank you so much for being with me and for watching this video. In the next video, I will be sharing the basic neurographic algorithm called the algorithm of removing limitations, which will be very interesting and very magical. Please subscribe to this channel. I know there are not many videos in there, but they're coming, not just about neurographic art, but about intuitive art and collages and lots of other inspiring things that I'm very passionate about. So let's do more art and draw to grow. Bye!